Hey guys, welcome back to Aaron and Ellie on Kirby Drive. I'm Ellie.
I'm Aaron.
And you're on Kirby Drive. It is, for us, the 19th, June 19th.
Happy Juneteenth, by the way.
Happy Juneteenth, yes. And it will be posted, it probably will be June 21st?
Yeah, June 21st. Yeah, Friday.
So, sports have basically wrapped up this week. All that's gonna happen, so we're filming a day early because I have to work tomorrow.
Yes, we don't want to do 2 solo pods in a row because that would be devastating for my morale. So
here we are making a compromise.
Yeah, thank goodness the Celtics closed it out over the Mavericks in the NBA Finals. So
it's true, yeah.
They get to hang banner 18, and we get to record after the NBA Finals have finished up.
Woo!
So, yep.
Unfortunately, you did win that one too.
Yeah. Yes, Ellie did pick them in 6. I picked them in 5. So another W. Chalk it up.
Yeah, whatever. Freaking Luka let me down.
Oh, he let a lot of people down, I think.
Dallas can't do one single thing for me. They can't even lose right. Freaking
yeah,
Dallas,
they got beat too quickly.
Much. Yeah, seriously.
You gave them too much credit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, to be fair, we thought that they were going to lose in 4 by the time they lost their third game. So
they were just not doing well.
Yep.
Well, by the third game, the Mavericks had more points cumulatively between all the games than the Celtics did.
Did they?
By like 2 points.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I see.
So it was like, wow. Because they went ahead so much in the third game.
Or in the fourth game, you mean?
Sorry, in the fourth game.
Yeah,
because they won.
They won by 38 in game 4.
Yes. Yeah. They won by a ton. And that put them ahead enough to like have the most points thus far for all the games.
A positive point differential.
Yes.
So basically, they're NBA champions.
They can hang their own banner.
Yeah, moral victory. Hang the banner.
They can color it themselves. Make it all pretty, sign their names, and hang it up.
Oh my goodness. Devastating. Yeah, so they lost by 38 in game 4, and then the Celtics lost by 38 in game 4. There's a bunch of graphics going around after that game, like, no team has ever won the NBA Finals when losing by 38 plus points, and no team has ever won the NBA Finals while being down 3-0 like the Mavericks were. And I feel like one of those is much more meaningful than the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they just maybe caught the Celtics where they're just like, dude, let's catch breath.
Yeah.
For a moment. We don't need to win this in 4 games.
Mm.
We have the width to win this in 5.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So
yeah, also like 38 is such like a random. It's like, okay, somebody lost in 30, lost by 37 and won the finals before, or what? Like, why didn't you just say like 35 plus?
Yeah, that is true. It has to be exactly 38 points.
Yeah, the most ESPN stat of all time. So I don't know. There was some hope in Dallas. I don't know why. Again, nobody's ever won the NBA Finals, coming back from down 3-0. In all of North American sports, it's only happened 5 times, I think.
Yeah.
So, I know. Like, I think 4 of them.
Finals?
Only 4 of them are in. 4 of them are in hockey.
Bro, what? It's not even in basketball?
No, one of them was the Red Sox in 2004. Came back to beat the Yankees down 3-0. And then the other 4 times were in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So.
That's crazy. So the only time in basketball was when LeBron came back?
Well, that was 3-1.
Oh,
13 teams have
my
been
bad,
3-1.
my bad.
Only one has been in the finals, which was LeBron. But
Gotcha.
3-0, nobody's ever come back from down that far. The Celtics almost did it last year in the Eastern Conference Finals. They were down 3-0 against the Heat.
Wouldn't that be sick?
Yeah, and then they lost Game 7. So
it's kind of heartbreaking.
they brought it all the way back to even the series.
And then just to lose. Dang, they should have just... he should have let them win. What a crazy stat.
Yeah, we got more to say about that in a second. I guess we could talk about, like, winners and losers of the series. Kyrie Irving, loser. He scored.
Didn't he crowd dive on accident in the last game?
He
fell into the crowd, I should say. But
yeah, he wanted to be torn apart just to spare him the loss. Kill me.
Go feral mode.
Oh, yeah, Malice in the Palace Part 2. So he scored 12 points the first game, 16 points the second game. He put up 35 in a loss the third game.
That's
put up
embarrassing.
21 in game 4 and then 15 again in game 5.
Dang.
So just an abysmal showing by Kyrie. coming into the series, and then the first 3 games of the series, he lost 13 games in a row to the Celtics after he stomped on their leprechaun that they have at half court.
Lucky the leprechaun.
Yeah.
That's such a stereotypical name for a leprechaun.
Yeah, like
let's
the
get creative.
Guy.
Yeah, yeah. His name
Kellogg's
is Lucky.
Hasn't cease and desisted them.
I know. Gosh, every leprechaun's. Why can't we name him like what? Leo.
Leo's the leprechaun.
Something like
because
that.
that's what lions are named.
What other? Larry the leprechaun.
That's what lobsters are named. Nice try.
It's got to be an L name.
No.
Or nothing. Just name him like Harry or something.
Lesbian the leprechaun.
Happy Pride Month.
L word the leprechaun.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so I guess the curse is real. The only game he won was in Dallas, and then as soon as he came back.
Crazy.
Yeah, he put up 35 and 21 in Dallas, and then he came back, put up another 15-point game in Boston. So.
Yeah, there was a I don't know. Commentators were talking about something today on TV about if he still has a top spot, if he's still number 2 on their team, basically. Because Kyrie's I'm gonna come back better than ever, or whatever. I'm gonna come back better, and they were like, is he gonna keep his number 2 spot? You know, is he gonna be what he was or better? You know, I guess he shouldn't be what he was because he wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But.
I mean, I don't know. Probably not. If he was on any other team, I would say no. But I mean, he's on the Mavericks, and I think I talked about this a little bit last week. But I mean, the Mavericks had a magical run, and they should be proud of that. And their fans had a really good time. But the Mavericks are not a great team. I mean, they were the 6th seed for a reason.
Yeah.
They had a ridiculous run to the finals. I'd be very surprised to see them go back if the team remains unchanged. Because, I mean, PJ Washington caught fire in a couple of those games. Derek Lively played pretty well in a lot of those games down the stretch leading up to the finals. He basically disappeared in the finals. But, are those the guys that are going to win an NBA championship? I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I think Luka's really good. I don't know if he's good enough to make it there all on his own.
He's better defensively. Kind of sucks on defense.
You're all in on his bad defense? Sorry, I'm going to pull this up while you're talking about that.
No, he just kept on turning over the ball. Mm-hmm. And he sucks at defense.
And he sucks at defense as well.
And another thing.
Yeah, so that's Kyrie Irving. Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP. I thought for sure they were going to try and give it to Jayson Tatum, but good on them for giving it to the guy who stepped up in games 1 and 2 when Jayson Tatum was playing like garbage. Again, ridiculous block leading to the worst 3 I've ever seen in my life in game 1 or 2. Yeah.
Funny.
Good for him though. He definitely deserves his flowers. He had a really good series. Was there every single game, showing up on both ends of the floor. So, shout out to Jaylen Brown.
Shout out, he did it.
Yeah.
Did that thing.
Yeah. Other names on the Celtics: Peyton Pritchard, 2 half-court shots. I don't know if you saw the one in game.
I did. He got 2.
Yeah. Well, the first one we were watching live,
Yeah.
right? And then in game 5, he hit another one from half court.
That's crazy. That's all he's been practicing.
Those might be his only points.
I was gonna say, didn't we look it up and that was his only points for the game thus far?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
He has more finals points than Joel Embiid. So
Bro.
James Harden, Russell Westbrook, all.
That is so crazy.
Yeah. Al Horford got his first NBA championship. I think he got drafted 2009. I think he played 186 playoff games before he won his first finals.
Dang.
So he was he had the most finals win or most playoff wins or most playoff games played without a finals in the NBA.
Dang.
Now guess who's next?
What team?
The Rockets mostly.
Oh. There's a lot.
It's James Harden.
It's James Harden?
Yeah,
He's not on the Rockets anymore.
But he
left us because we didn't have enough strip clubs or whatever.
I think we have plenty of strip clubs. I think we just
Well, not good enough for him, I guess.
Yeah. No, but he is he now leads with 166 playoff games played. Without an NBA Finals championship.
Shouldn't have left.
I mean, I think that he just got really unfortunate. I think people love to hate on James Harden for choking in the playoffs, but I mean, he ran into the greatest teams ever assembled every year.
Yeah.
Out west in the Warriors, so what are you supposed to do? I mean, he took him to Game 7 without Chris Paul. So, I don't know. Just tough. Just really unfortunate. Yeah, but now we can talk about Jayson Tatum, your favorite player on the Celtics.
So funny. I did see the picture. There's a picture of him with the trophy, and he was, like, making out with it, and then his, like, kid or something, or a kid was just, like, next to him.
Yeah.
With the beer goggles on. Look at this baby in here.
Yeah, I think that was his son, Deuce. I don't have the picture here, but he's like doing, like, the sexy, like, lean against the wall, like, 1 foot up on it. He's, like, cuddling it like that.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Let me see if I can find it. Because it is just too goofy to not show.
Which, honestly, I'm glad he didn't do the Kobe pose. Because I know he was like that meme where the guy's
on the edge.
Where the guy's veins are popping out of his head. And he's like Jayson Tatum when he's trying not to do the Kobe pose in the Letterman jacket or whatever. But yeah, he was...
That's too much.
He must have had his son, like, I think that's his son, Deuce, in the picture, but he must have had him say, like, all right, you stand there and act hard. We're going to get some pictures with this thing real quick.
Well, bro, what is that? Is that real or a video game? Definitely a video game. It's embarrassing for me. That's me bad. Someone lost a tooth. Who lost a tooth?
Oh, Derek White lost his tooth as well.
Yeah, shoot.
Dang, first the hair and now the teeth. That's tough.
That is so embarrassing. Yeah, I can't find it, but yeah, his kid was next to him, and I was like,
yeah.
Who put the beer goggles on his kid? Oh, wait, now I found it!
Yeah, but it's, like, that picture's fine, but that's, like, the still, like, the image of them posing. They should have just posted the picture, and I know that SportsCenter knows what they're doing, because they could have just posted the picture of him, like, holding the trophy, and then his son, like, holding the goggles over his head, like, standing across from him, and, like, I don't know, some sort of alcove or something? What is that, a shaker? Oh, it was a bottle of champagne.
Awesome. So that's his son's bottle right there. He just had to put it down to fix his goggles.
Yeah, but then, like, they show the video of them, like, all snapping pictures of it, and he's just kind of, like, fondling the trophy, and his kid is, like, messing around with the goggles and stuff. I don't know, he must have told him, hey, look, just stand here real quick while we take this picture.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
He also I don't like his face. I don't like his face, but, like, the reactions he's making, like,
yeah.
While holding this trophy, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Look, we're not an explicit podcast, but...
If that were a person, he would be on a list, is what I'm saying.
Like, I don't like the way he's touching that thing.
Yeah, if Larry were a person, he would be on a list. That's all we say about that.
But, I mean, all seriousness, congrats. It's not every day you win a final. So.
Yeah, he finally got his. Jayson Tatum put a 31
go.
in the closeout game.
I know. Good for him. Finally showed up.
He almost put up a triple-double. I think if he had, they probably would have had to give him the finals MVP. So, glad that he didn't, I guess. Just, like... I don't know. I'm glad he got his, because I know people were going to give him crap about it until he retired if he didn't.
Yeah.
But just, like, all the antics that he had after the game were just, like, making me cringe my head off. Like, I don't know if you saw on court, basically, but he was, like, in, like, everybody's, like, milling around after the game is over. Somebody's trying to, like, get a quote from him after the game. He starts screaming. He says, "We did it! We did it!"
Okay, Travis Kelce.
But he's so clearly trying to copy, like, Kevin Garnett's Anything Is Possible from 2008, where he's, like, you've seen that video, right? Where he's, like, I know I've shown you before in that, like, greatest sports moments, parentheses, USA video, where he's like, anything is possible. Anything is possible! And he's, like, yelling into the sky, and the reporter's, like, jamming the microphone into his mouth and stuff. Like,
That's funny.
But he was very clearly, like, calling back to that. Okay, man. Like, that's fine. Whatever. Kevin Garnett played for the Celtics. That's fine. Then afterwards, I don't know if he was, like, already, like, getting off the plane or something, or he was addressing, like, a group of fans in the arena or something like that.
Someone take his towel again?
Not quite. But he started quoting Kanye this time. He said, everybody wanted to know what I would do if we didn't win. I guess we'll never know. Which is what Kanye said at the 2005 Grammys.
Bruh.
So... Not
the best guy to be quoting, in my personal opinion.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, you could probably quote 2005 Kanye.
That's true.
But...
He wasn't doing anything super crazy back then.
Yeah, I mean, his speech is literally like, everybody wants to know what crazy thing I would do if I lost, so...
It's a funny quote, I will say. It's a very funny quote.
Yeah, I guess we'll never know. So yeah, I guess we'll never know.
We'll never know.
But, like, the reason I bring all that up is because there's a picture that somebody posted about Jayson Tatum and his son Deuce. And like that is the picture, right? Like, that's iconic. This photo of him like lifting his son up, and there's like
sweet picture.
Confetti all around, and his son is so excited.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the problem with Jayson Tatum, is this is like the only genuine moment that I've seen from him after this, is what it feels like to me. Instead, he's like, let me throw around these Kanye quotes. Let me copy Kevin Garnett. Let me like, try my hardest not to take this Kobe photo. Like that's his whole deal, right? Like, I'm gonna be Kobe. I'm gonna be baby Kobe. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna send this text to Kobe. I'm gonna wear his Lakers colored wristband during the finals while I'm playing for the Celtics, the Lakers' hated rival.
Ooh.
Like,
that's a little tough.
Like, just
a little too far.
I don't understand. Like,
just be yourself, man.
Just be yourself, because this is the moment where he's like, I'm sure he knows there's cameras around, right? But nobody's got a mic in his face. Nobody is like
cameras everywhere.
Oh yeah.
No, but it's very sweet, and his son looks very, very happy.
Yeah, like here, not gonna lie, this is his iconic moment. Like, he was trying so hard in his interviews and stuff to get that kind of moment, but this is exactly what he wanted, and it's even better that's with his son. Like,
that's what one of the comments said.
Yeah, like, this is his moment that people are gonna take this. This is gonna be the moment that lives on from this finals. Yeah,
I think it's a very sweet thing to remember from the finals. Like, this is a good like cover picture for him, so to speak.
Yeah, like, I think the original whatever quote tweet was like, if I'm Jayson Tatum, I'm getting this photo upscaled to 8K resolution and then putting a 12 feet by 18 feet copy of it in my living room.
It was a great photo.
Yeah, which, true, but also, like, okay, really, if I'm Jayson Tatum, basically it's like, this is a great picture comment, but, you know. Yeah, it's just like, I don't know, Kanye was 2005, Kevin Garnett 2008, Kobe Bryant from all those years ago, like, I don't know, just be you, man.
Yeah, you do you.
It's all it takes. Like, you tried so hard, I'm sure you worked out, I'm sure you rehearsed the Kanye quote for hours.
Wait, go back.
Yeah, someone said don't change your vibes to fit in someone's life. In my somebody's
in the DMs.
Yeah.
Someone we follow. Hey, shout out. I relate with that.
Real.
So should Jayson Tatum.
Yeah. So good for him, but man, you just gotta, the corny stuff, it's got to stop. Because
you have to stop.
This is a great picture, and like, this is a great moment for him.
Yes.
But just don't be a chug master every other chance you get. So
funny.
Yeah, so good for Jayson Tatum. Speaking of being chug online, the Mavericks posted a picture of Luka Doncic because he showed up to Game 5 after they won in Dallas. He showed up to Game 5 dressed in all black with wired headphones. Now, it's reminiscent of LeBron with his wired headphones in, with the graphic overlay saying no team in NBA Finals history has come back from trailing 3-1.
Ooh.
And after that, they came back won the 2016 NBA Finals over the Warriors.
It's kind of a smart comeback, like callback.
I mean, yes, but the Mavericks social media team photoshopped Luka's face onto LeBron's face.
Oh.
And then they proceeded to lose by 1 billion. So
not quite, guys. Not quite.
Yeah, someone said, but Tatum wears a similar shirt to Kobe one time, and y'all call him a corny meat rider. Real.
It's pretty funny, I will say.
Yeah, so it's, I get what you're going for, but like LeBron pulled up like this because he was genuinely unbothered. Yeah. He said, I got it, don't worry.
So this is nothing. Yeah.
I'm just sick of the haters and we're going to win. This is like a team desperate to come back.
I need to come back. Please, please, please.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I just can't believe it. And I love it, like the official Dallas Mavericks Twitter put that out there.
That was just so goofy. Yeah, they put their logo stamp of approval on there.
Hashtag one for Dallas. Yeah, it was hashtag 1 game 1 for Dallas. That's all you did was win 1 game. So
that's only one.
That's what you get. 1 game. Yeah. So that was also crazy. My other comment on this other post was like people were saying Mavs in 9, which is always funny. Mavs in 9, Mavs in 8.
That's so funny.
Someone said, does this kid sleep or go to school? Probably not.
Probably not. You never know.
Yeah. Last thing on the finals I want to talk about. Somebody, Jayson Maples. Don't know anything about him. Maples. Do you know this guy?
Not that guy, though.
Okay.
Not with the check mark.
Oh, the person you knew wasn't worthy of a check. Well, anybody can get a check mark these days. So.
Oh, that is true. Well, yeah. I didn't know that Jayson Maples.
So he said, I want to see the NBA champion play the top overseas team. If you win a championship in the best basketball league in the world, you are the world champs. So what do you think?
I want to see the NBA champion play. Yeah. That's a pretty good idea, I've got to say. Yeah, why not?
I mean, yeah, I guess why not, but probably their why not is because they would win by 1,000,000 points.
The teams on the other side of the world?
No.
Or us?
Us. Because all the best players from overseas are here in the NBA. Like, Luka Doncic isn't going to go play for this, like, the Slovenian team. Like, it's... Like, Panathinaikos is not going to come in here and beat the Boston Celtics.
It's fair.
I think they'd probably beat any team anywhere in the world by 50 points.
Well, if that's the case, then it's like, well, that's not even fun. And just to say, like, oh my gosh, we're world champions. Let's just go to the Olympics. Then you'll know you're world champions.
Just go to the Olympics, and then the USA will win, like, every year except for, like, basically the last year.
Yeah.
And every time the USA loses, they just say, it's literally like the leaning forward in the chair meme, where, like, the USA, they win a bunch of Olympics, and then they kind of are like, whatever, like, people don't want to go up their summer. More and more stars don't go. Then they lose. They don't want to get hurt. Yeah. It would just, for whatever reason, people lose interest in it. Then the USA loses, and then everybody joins the team again. And they're like, you know what, that's it. We're going back overseas. And
we have to prove that we're the best.
So, like, yeah, like Joel Embiid joined the team this year, even though he's not, like, born in America, but he waived his other citizenship to play here.
Dang.
Joel Embiid, LeBron James, like, the team is stacked. Ridiculous. And that's just, like, American players.
Yeah.
Plus, like...
I mean, it is crazy. It's like taking all the best players... It's taking all the best players from every team. Making just this huge dream team. So...
Yeah. But even, like, the NBA teams, I feel like... If you can play in the NBA, you're playing in the NBA.
Yeah.
I don't know that there are many people who are like, you know what, I'm good enough to play in the NBA, but I'm going to stay over here in Europe.
Yeah. That's true, I guess. If you have the opportunity, shoot.
Yeah.
You get to go and play some pretty good competition.
Yeah. So I can't tell if it's like hardos who already don't like the NBA who are like, actually, like, if we played it fair, like, you would not... Celtics 194, other team 76. Yeah. The EuroLeague said might be too loud over here. So I don't know if you've seen like the stadiums in Europe are very intense. Like, everything they do sports wise over there is very intense. Like, the crowds are crazy.
Makes sense.
But also, unless you're literally storming the court and beating up people, and that's how you're gonna win the game, like, I'm sorry, like, you're not gonna stop LeBron from dunking over your head. Like, you're just not.
It's fair.
Like, Jayson Tatum will drop 1,000,000 on you as soon as he's not being guarded by, like, the best player on the Mavericks. Like,
yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. Like, they would win. So a team led by Kendrick Nunn versus the NBA champions would be an interesting watch. Yeah, not happening. Yeah, I just don't think that... There are some people who are like, oh, like, I don't even know who this is. That doesn't mean any sense to me, but like...
Great idea.
Yeah. But there's some people who are like, you know what? Play them in a real match and without all these tiny little ticky-tack fouls that the NBA players get, and they would get demolished. It's like, well, okay, sure. Like, if the NBA players don't get the calls they're used to, maybe they don't score as much. Yeah. But also, if you, just sign DeMarcus Cousins. And if you're allowed, bring Draymond, bring DeMarcus Cousins. If you're allowed to do whatever you want, Draymond is going to go to jail for murder in international law. Like, host it, put it on an aircraft carrier, have Draymond Green on your team in international waters. Guess what? Your team's not going to be able to finish the game because Draymond will kill them all. Yeah. So
they're going to put him in a cage on the way back to the States.
He's literally going to be like Morbius.
He's going to be an animal. Yeah.
He's going to say it's Morbin time and then rip the head off of everybody who plays for Barcelona. Like, it's just not...
It's not going to work.
It's just not going to happen. Like, and the only argument that people can come up with is like, well, actually, it's a lot tougher over here. It's a tougher environment to play in. All right. Cool.
All right.
Like, is it so loud that, like, my ears are going to be hurting and then I can't, like, not even just hurting, but, like, so loud that I physically can't move? Because if that's the case, I don't know how we're going to play at all. But if not, I think it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Like, is that worth 50 points? Because I think that's how much better the NBA is than any team in Europe.
Yeah. That person said it's called FIBA and the Olympics.
Yeah, like, they have these tournaments all the time where international teams play. And, like, whenever those teams beat the U.S., it is, again, an upset worthy of everybody in the U.S. that can play basketball rushing to the national team and saying, all right, it's go time. It's time to show them who's boss again. So, I don't know. It's just not... But even then, like, that's not even, like, a dig at players from other countries. They're just, like, those players will come here to play basketball in the NBA. Yeah. So...
Yeah, maybe it's pointless. I think maybe talking about it now, I think it might be a little pointless because
we don't want to see that.
Please.
Yeah, I think a lot of the comments that were like, the NBA team would lose if they, whatever, put NBA players around hostile soccer fans in a high stakes playoff series and they would have a mental breakdown in the middle of the game. I don't think so. I think they'd be fine.
I think they would be all right.
Yeah, I promise you, like, playing AAU's got to be like. When your parents are fighting other parents in the stands, like, I'm sure it's probably about just as bad. So, yeah, so that's the NBA Finals. That's a wrap on the NBA season. We'll be waiting for late October to be back into it. Now we just have WNBA left and then, I guess, baseball. But
no, I'm just not into baseball right now. Just kind of sucks to be an Astros fan at the moment.
Yeah.
Fair weather fan.
Yeah. Well, speaking of the WNBA, you had something to bring to the table.
Yes. Cameron Brink. She tore her ACL. So sad. You could see it. Oh my gosh. You could see the pain in her face. Because it was initially like, oh, knee injury. It's like, come on. Yeah. We all know what knee injury means. But she just like took a step and then bang, her knee like folded in inside her leg. Yeah. And not pretty. And she is out for the season, needless to say. Yeah. So, and then we'll see.
Oh, and she's out for the Olympics too.
Oh snap! She's going to the Olympics.
Yeah. Well, she's playing in the 3-on-3 tournament, but
that's so sad.
Yeah.
Man, but she did make a post about it. I guess I could read it. But it's just so sad because she was doing so well. Her rookie season was going so well for her. Just heartbreaking all around, really.
You should really just send these to the account whenever you see them, so you have to find them live on the...
I probably should. Oh, yes. She said, "You never think it will happen to you, and despite all the hard work, sometimes it does. This is hard to fathom, but I know it will only make me stronger. I will not be derailed, and I will continue to love this life. I am not defined by basketball, but it is something that I love deeply, and will work every day to get back to it. It's not goodbye, basketball. It's just to see you later. I'm always so thankful for your thoughts and prayers." Hashtag delayed, not denied.
Real. Yeah, if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it.
Yeah. Period. She gets it.
She gets it, Tony. Yeah, that is brutal because I feel like that was one of the one of the better rookie years we've seen this year.
I know.
So I wonder who's gonna replace her on the 3v3 team.
I don't know, man. I'm just sad.
Call Angel Reese, maybe.
Yeah, shoot. She'll get in there.
I don't know.
It's just heartbreaking, really, because I was happy. I was excited, like, following her rookie season. She was doing so well. Just, like, play after play, like, making her mark on the league. When I feel like she wasn't as talked about in, like, her college days. And then she kind of made herself known, like, towards the end. But, shoot, she was going crazy. And now she's just in a little pause. She's delayed. So, that's fine. She's in a good headspace, hopefully, about it. Yeah. And she'll make her way back. She's not done.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Caitlin Clark or no? You're over it.
Oh. with the whole, like, Angel Reese getting the flagrant on her. I mean, I don't know. Angel Reese said something about, like, look, they can get mad at me for going after the ball, because that's what I'm going to do every time. I'm just going for the ball.
Yeah.
I'm not going for her head. And, I mean, the video shows, like, Caitlyn is, like, going up, and then Angel Reese is, like, going for the ball, and just happens to, like, her elbow, like, her hand comes down hard and, like, smacks Caitlyn Clark in the head.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's just kind of an unfortunate placement, I would say. Was it maybe, I don't know, was it too rough? I mean, I guess that's up for debate. I don't really know. I mean, I feel like anytime, I also feel like anytime Caitlyn Clark gets thrown around, that's what you hear about. Yeah. And I'm sure there's a lot of other women in this league that get thrown around, and not much is said about it. Yeah. So I don't want to discount any other women who are, like, you know, thrown to the ground by a little bit more aggressive pass, or, like, a little bit more aggressive reach, or whatever, you know. So I don't know. And I mean, does Angel Reese, is she competitive? Absolutely. Is she gonna get in there to get what she wants? Absolutely. You know, does she, I don't know, is it more charged because it's Caitlyn Clark? Who knows? Yeah.
I mean, I have no doubt that she was going harder than she normally would have to get that block.
Right.
And that's why she hit her so hard. I don't think that she was trying to hit her, though. I think if...
I think she just wanted that block.
Yeah, I think if she was going to hit her, she could have killed her, but she didn't. So, you know, I don't know. I don't think it's a flagrant. I think that the WNBA is, like, having to step up the consequences a little bit because of just things that have happened this season. But I don't know. I think, like, Angel Reese summed it up perfectly, where, like, she was having, like, another interview with somebody, and they were, like, basically, like, asking her about it, and she was like, I'm not going to say anything about it. And they asked her why. She said, I'm just trying to keep my responses short because y'all just twist my words no matter what I say.
That's fair.
And they're like, we're not trying to do that. And she's like, no, I see it every day. Like, I'm well aware that you guys are basically making a living off twisting my words, so I'll keep my responses short for the time being. Thank you.
That's fair.
It's like,
she has a right to that.
Yeah, she has to be available to the media, and that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all she has to do. So, you know, she's just there so she doesn't get fined.
Yeah.
That's it.
Basically. Which, I mean, yeah, she can do what she wants. Yeah.
Speaking of getting fined, Aaron Rodgers. We talked about it last week. I want to get your take on the Aaron Rodgers situation.
I don't know too much about it, other than he didn't show up to the mandatory minicamp.
Yes. So I don't know what he has going on. I still don't know if it's known where he was, but basically he didn't show up to mandatory minicamp. It's the first mandatory event, I think, of the offseason. So he was not there. Coach Saleh of the Jets was asked about where he was. Robert Saleh said, he is not here. We knew about it beforehand, but it is not an excused absence, so he will also be fined for it. So Dang. He has to pay the $50,000.
$50,000!
Which, again, is nothing to him.
That's true.
But the idea was, a parking ticket. Shout out Mike Florist. But the official stance of the Jets, according to Robert Saleh, was that he had an excused, unexcused absence. So he would still be fined for missing this mandatory event.
Just basically like an informed, unexcused absence.
Yeah, he's basically like, okay, so like I know I have to be there, but I'm not. So.
All right, see ya.
But also, like, that morning, the first morning of minicamp, which is supposed to be 3 days, they shortened it to 2.
Dang.
Not sure if this is directly related, but...
For the whole league, or...?
No, just the Jets minicamp.
Ooh.
They said we're just going to do 2 days, not 3. So...
This team's going to be in shambles.
So they shortened it because it's probably like, well, the offense doesn't need to be out here because, like, Tyrod Taylor's not going to be leading... Well, he probably will be, but, you know, he's not going to be starting right away.
To be the starting quarterback and not even show up is crazy.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I don't know why he thinks he's so special.
But Tyrod Taylor showed up the first day of minicamp and found out that morning that he was going to be leading the offense for the whole day. So. And
then he was super excited about that.
Yeah. So Robert Saleh's statement was he informed the team a long time ago where we've been aware of it. But then Tyrod Taylor shows up that morning and is like, no, I didn't know I was going to be starting all day. So I guess we'll
so
keep
who's gonna
going.
tell the truth?
Yeah. So what's the real situation? Either way, like minicamp has been the same. Like this is like his 20th year in the league. Like he knows what minicamp is.
Yeah.
He knows that it's mandatory, and he just skipped it.
He just thinks that he's like, exempt from it.
He thinks he's above it. Yeah. I mean, like his quote in January was like, what was it? It was basically like, let me find it. It's on the old Google Doc from last week.
It was like, but he's basically, didn't he say something like, we need to like be all in and all these different things, and I don't know, like everyone needs to give like 100% and like show up and like give their all and everything, and then he's not even there.
Yeah, so this is his quote. He says, "If you want to be a winning organization and put yourself in position to win championships and be competitive, everything that you do matters.
Bruh.
And the bullshit that has nothing to do with winning needs to get out of the building. So that'll be the focus moving forward."
I'm glad that we're keeping that focus moving forward.
That's
crazy for him to say that and then just actually, how about no, I'm not gonna show up.
Yeah, it doesn't really apply to me. He also said it's not a half the time thing, it's not a sometimes thing, it's not a most of the time thing, it's an every time thing.
That's so funny.
And then he said, if you want to be a winning organization and put yourself in a position to win championships and be competitive, everything you do matters. So So what's the real story here? Because it sounds like he's just lying about all that then.
Yeah, so who scripted that for him?
I mean, I'm sure he believes it with his whole heart, but he just also believes it like, no, but I can also do this because it's fine for me to do this.
That's crazy. He's like, hey, all this, what I just said applies to you, not to me though.
Yeah, me, actually. I'm Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
I'm going to smoke bath in the desert or whatever he does. Like, I'm going to go back into my cave.
Yeah, what is he doing that is more important than this that he can't just do on any other day of his life?
I don't know. Going on the Joe Rogan podcast, like doing drugs. I don't know what he's doing. Running for vice president.
He's a crazy man. Everyone's like, oh, is he going to... Are the Jets going to be like, Super Bowl contenders? Like, playoff champs? Like, all these different things? Or like... I don't know, man. If they can't even get themselves together right now, then... I
mean, they better be. Otherwise, it's going to go south in a hurry.
Yeah.
Because if they start that season 3-3, it's going to be alarm bells going off all over the organization.
Yep.
So I don't think Aaron Rodgers is going to, A, take responsibility, and B, be very happy about it.
If they're 3-3, he's not going to be happy about it?
Yeah.
That'll be his fault.
Exactly.
Bruh.
But he's not going to take responsibility for that.
Yeah, that's true.
He's going to bounce or try and bounce or just like give up.
Yeah. Man. What is wrong with him?
I have no idea. Yeah, I just don't, like, he says that very publicly. He's like, look, guys, we just, all the bullshit that doesn't have anything to do with winning needs to be out of the building. So he leaves, which is pretty funny.
Like, oh, well, I guess we got rid of that one.
Yeah. But then also, like, he spent, like, this whole offseason, like, flirting with the idea of, like, running as Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s vice president.
What?
Like, legitimately.
Actually?
Yes.
That's crazy. Literally just anything.
Yeah.
Anything other than what he's supposed to be doing, he's doing.
Yeah. I think he just loves the attention, honestly. I think that's why
That's probably what it is.
I think he probably, like, that's why he pretended he was going to come back all last year. I think he's
Exactly. He didn't plan to come back last year. He just wanted everyone to think that he was great and amazing. And and then everyone was talking about Aaron Rodgers. And I would say he's probably more talked about now than he was when he was on the Green Bay Packers.
I mean,
So, because it probably actually is kind of smart, because now he's created this, like, whole thing for himself.
Yeah.
Where he is the man in New York, because he's the one who's supposed to save the Jets, and take them farther than they've ever gone before, and then whatever, has like a torn Achilles, and then no, I'm gonna be the one that comes back for you guys. I'm gonna coach up Zach Wilson.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Whatever, man.
Yeah, Zach Wilson's in Denver now, so how did that work out?
And now he's like, oh no, we gotta give it our best, but also like I don't have to give it my best, and I can miss.
Yeah.
And he probably said all that and then didn't show up expecting everyone to be talking about it, and look what we're doing.
Yeah, exactly. My favorite part of this is that after they're about to leave minicamp, they go on like a big long break before training camp starts in full. They have phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 of OTAs, optional training activities. He was there for all of those. But now Robert Saleh is releasing all of his players into the wild basically for 40 days. And then they're going to come back for training camp. He says, now it's phase me. That's what he calls the fourth phase. Phase me.
Phase me.
It's all about you. About basically, like, the idea is good, right? Like, okay, we're all here together for the first 3 phases. Now, for these next 40 days, you have the freedom to do whatever you want to do. Like, you can just go and, like, get into a street racing accident, lose your whole season, like, go and drink. And he said...
He said all that?
He said there's different ways everyone can approach these next 40 days. You can gain ground in your competition, you can separate from your competition, or you can lose your entire 24 season with the way you approach these next 40. So the message is to be deliberate, to attack this thing, and to put yourself in a position to be great in 24. He said, you can go to the beach and party and drink, or you can hit the gym and hydrate. Which one of those do you think Aaron Rodgers is doing right now?
Easy. Meth in the desert.
Yeah, that's probably why he didn't say, like, ayahuasca.
40 days in the desert? Who's that sound like?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's he trying to be? Now he's trying to be Jesus? Gosh dang it.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I don't know. But, like, Mike Florio was talking about this on the Part of My Take podcast. He was basically saying, like, the New York media is portrayed as, like, this rough and tumble thing that, like, ruins guys. Like, if you're going to play in New York, like, you got to be prepared to deal with New York media. That's always, like, there's a spotlight on you, and it's going to, like, it makes it so much harder to succeed there. But, like he said, like, nobody even asked Robert Saleh where Aaron Rodgers was.
Yeah.
Like, he said, like, oh, he's just not here. And nobody was like, where is he then?
Yeah. There's like, oh, all right. Well, good enough for me, I guess.
Yeah. So they just, like, gave him a pass on that.
Yeah.
And then, again, this phase me thing. Nobody's like, hey, so why did Aaron Rodgers begin his phase me, like, as soon as he said everybody needs to be in the building about winning? Because you see, like, he was there for 1, 2, and 3, and then he started phase me, like, immediately after.
Yeah.
What's that about?
That's just Aaron Rodgers for you.
So yeah, he makes me so mad, and I don't even care.
It's a good look on the season for them. See how it all plays out.
Yeah.
See if phase me is the answer for a winning franchise.
Yeah, because he is taking it very seriously. He said, phase me? All right, bet. I'm out of here.
Let's freaking go.
Would that be the only phase I do this year? Great.
He's going to get phased.
Yeah.
Got him.
Nice. Good one, love.
Thank you.
Yeah. Moving on to just some miscellaneous stuff. First of all, USA Cricket. This is a little bit older news, but USA Cricket is here. We are patriots now.
Really?
We are super hyped for America. Like, the Olympics start early now. We have World Cup cricket going on.
Bruh.
So, I don't know if did you see any of this?
Well, I mean, I saw a few things posted on ESPN about the USA team.
Yeah.
I think.
So, first of all, like, they won a very important game that we'll get to in a second. First, I want to, explain something that I was confused about. So that when you see it posted, they'll say, like, they won the Cricket T20 World Cup. In my head, like, every time I saw that, it was translating to, like, U20, like, 20-year-olds and younger. I don't know if that makes...
That's fair. I hear that.
I don't know if that sounds... If that, like, anybody else thought that, but, like, in my head, that was always what it translated to. And so I was always like, what does this mean? And why are we, like, super hyped about this? But actually, T20 is, like, it's like a format of cricket that's shortened to about 3... It's, like, 20 overs, which is, like, 20 at-bats, essentially, each inning. Traditionally, cricket matches take a full day, basically. Like, from the morning till the nighttime. And some can even take up to 5 days.
That's crazy. 5 days?
Yeah. So, that's something called a test match. I don't know what that is. But could take up to 5 days, so obviously not super accessible. Right? I don't know anybody who's watching a sport that they don't know, and then be like if you turn on a game, you haven't watched any of it before, you're like, oh, what's going on? Like, how long is this going to be? This is day 3. We have 2 more after this. Okay, well, I'm going to turn it off.
Yeah.
But this is actually, these games actually conclude under 3 hours. So.
Oh, okay.
So it's much more accessible, much more popular. It's allowed the sport to be kind of, like, modernized and, like, basically form leagues like any soccer league around the world would be. So Now they're doing the World Cup in this format. This is the USA's first year participating in this.
Okay.
I don't know how long it's been going on, but this is the USA's first year. The big story is that, first of all, their group. So the way that it works is they're separated. There's 20 teams, I think. 20 teams separated into. Is it 4 groups of 5? I think so. Or 5 groups of 4. Either way. There's a group stage, and then there's a second group stage, and then there's semifinals and finals. Mm-hmm. So the top 2 teams from each group will go through to the Super 8 round. The top 2 teams from those groups will be going on to the semifinals, play each other, then the finals. Okay. And so the draw that the USA got, the USA, by the way, ranked 18th in the world in the cricket rankings. Their group was India, which is ranked number 1 in the world. Dang. Pakistan, ranked number 6 in the world. And then Ireland, ranked number 11 in the world. So
we're up against some pretty big defenders.
Yeah, so already, like, the U.S., this is their first year participating in it. A lot of these guys are part-time cricket players, not even professionals. Yeah. Much like the Miracle on Ice in the Olympics in the 80s or 70s or whenever that was, where a group of amateur American athletes captured gold against professional Soviet athletes.
That's crazy.
One of the greatest stories in sports of all time. The U.S. amateurs now, not amateurs, they are playing professionally, some of them, but, you know, this is a national team, so some of them are still amateurs. Go up against Pakistan, ranked 6th in the world. Again, like, Pakistanis play cricket like people here do football.
Dang.
I don't know if I've met anyone who plays cricket here.
I don't know anyone who. I just know there's a huge cricket complex out in like a.
In between here and College Station, yeah. And they just built that 2 years ago, 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Like just before I started college, I guess, so maybe like 6 years ago.
True. Or they were like building it.
Yeah. So it was completed like 2 or 3 years ago. So it's growing, obviously, but I mean like nothing compared to what the sport is in Pakistan. And they beat them.
That's crazy.
The Team USA beat them in their first ever World Cup. Pakistan won in 2009. They reached the final in 2022, and the USA took them down. Dang. Not only took them down, but essentially eliminated them from the tournament. Because India beat the USA, and then I think they beat Pakistan as well. So I think India went through at the top of the group. Then, because the U.S. and Ireland game got rained out, they both got 1 point for a draw. And so the U.S. got locked in to the second place. And so they both went. The USA and India went through. Pakistan was eliminated.
Dang.
So, not only did the U.S. knock out the 6th and 11th ranked team, but they beat Pakistan head-to-head in a ridiculous game. Like, I think it went to, like, super overs, which is, like, overtime. Mm-hmm. The guy who pitched, I think, in the super over, his name is Saurabh Netravalkar. Mm-hmm. He's a software engineer at Oracle.
That's crazy.
So he...
Definitely part-time.
Yeah. I think I read something...
Cricketer.
Yeah, I think I read something that he plays in, like, the American Professional League, but even that is still, like, the equivalent of, like, amateur stuff compared to, like, the stuff that's going on in Pakistan for sure.
That's
so,
good.
Shout out to Team USA. They're still out there, moving on.
That's crazy.
They're in the Super 8 now.
Look at them go.
Their group is menacing. They play South Africa, the 5th ranked team. They lost already, unfortunately. Ooh. They play England, the 4th ranked team, on Sunday, and they play the West Indies, the 3rd ranked team, on Friday.
That's kind of intense.
So,
this may just have been our one-hit wonder.
Hopefully not. Hopefully the USA cricket team can pull through for us. We're going to be watching cricket on Friday.
Dang.
Hopefully.
First time ever.
Yeah, it's getting to that time of year where we can wear American flag stuff and feel like it's a fun thing to do. So,
woo!
Oh, so yeah, come on USA cricket, vamos, we can do this.
Vamos.
South Africa, that was a fluke. We need to beat up on the West Indies on Friday.
Dang.
And then
England, I guess.
Can you imagine if we beat the West Indies on Friday and we have to for all the marbles on Sunday against England?
Wait, is it England first or West Indies
West
first?
Indies first. Sorry, I just put them out of order. So the West Indies will be on Friday, which will be the toughest task yet. Because outside of India, I think they're the highest ranked team remaining. And then England will be on Sunday.
That would suck if we lost to them on Sunday.
Yeah. At the very least, beat England, please. So
that means beat West Indies.
Yes. I mean, either way they'll play. They play everybody in their group, and then the team who has the highest points,
Gotcha.
3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, 0 points for a loss.
Gotcha.
Top 2 teams will go through the semifinals.
Tracking.
Yeah. Luckily, India's in the other group, but still, like, we need to lock in. We can do this. Can you imagine how funny it would be if we won the Cricket World Cup?
That would be pretty hilarious, gotta say. Just going in there being like, oh, hey guys, it's the first time. How are y'all doing? Y'all take this, is this, y'all's whole thing? Or, this, I'm an engineer at Oracle. What do you do?
Yeah.
This? Okay. All right. Good game.
Yeah.
Play ball.
Yeah, so hopefully they can take it home. But that's talking cricket for this week. We have a couple things to talk about in the MLB. Jose Abreu was released.
He sucks.
Yeah, he's still owed $30 million though. So tough signing.
It is a really tough signing, but hey, just gotta let him go.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for Jerome Crane at all. Just pay him and move on. Like, you made this decision, so clean up your mess.
Yeah, that's fair.
He was batting 124 this year.
It's pretty crazy.
He had 14 hits and 113 at-bats.
14 hits oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
I think maybe I could even do that. Not at a professional level, but...
Oh, love. You're so funny. Yeah, so RIP. Feel sad for the guy, but also good riddance. So.
Dang, didn't he come from Boston?
No, he's from Chicago, the White Sox.
Dang it, it's one of the Sox.
Yep.
Wrong sock. Anyways. The Mets are on Grimace mode?
The Mets are on Grimace mode. Have you seen any of this?
Nope.
All right, we got to open up the Instagram again because the picture makes it.
Evan wore the Grimace shirt the other day.
Exactly.
My brother found this shirt from Goodwill, and it says Happy Birthday Grimace on it, and it is hilarious. It's all purple with just the outline of his eyes and his mouth. It is so funny.
Grimace is back.
Oh, he pitched the game. Wait, no, I didn't hear about this. Every game where he's thrown the first pitch, they've won.
Well, he threw the first pitch, and since then, they haven't lost.
Oh.
Yeah, he hasn't been in every game. So.
It's like, dang, he's a frequent flyer for the Mets. He stays in New York.
Oh, yeah. New York legend, Grimace from McDonald's. I think they're 7-0 now. They're playing the Rangers right now, LOL. So they beat them last night, I think. I think they might already be playing right now, but I'm not going to check. So at time of recording, they're still undefeated.
So. Remember where you were.
Yeah. Dad, how good were the Mets in the Grimace era?
That's so funny.
Yeah, someone said it will truly be a 125-37 season. Yeah, they're not going to lose again.
Not going to lose again.
How could they? Grimace mode.
Grimace leading the way.
So yeah, 7 games in a row they've won.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then I guess we'll wrap up with some more NBA stuff. Monty Williams, coach of the Pistons, former coach of the Pistons, fired 1 year into a 6-year, $78.5 million contract.
Whew, that's steep.
Yeah. So if you thought that the Astros owed a lot of money to Jose Abreu still, the Pistons owe him $60 million.
Dang. Yeah, that's crazy. Why would you... I mean, the Pistons just suck. I just have to realize that your team kind of stinks right now.
Yeah.
And you just kind of have to at least give it 2 years. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that the biggest thing is, like, they won 17 games the year before. They haven't won any games, in 3 years. They brought in Monty Williams. Nobody wanted to come coach them. So they backed up the Brinks truck for him. They paid him whatever he wanted, basically. What's funny is they, were, begging him to go. Because he got fired from the Suns the season before. Mm-hmm. And then he got fired while his wife was battling cancer. So already a tough situation. He wasn't going to coach anymore to be with her. And be with her through her treatment. But then the Pistons offered him and his family the use of their private jet whenever they needed it to go take her to treatment. Offered him a contract that could have been worth up to $100 million with incentives. Basically just like said, do whatever you want. We just need somebody to come here because I couldn't get any coaching candidates to come and want to coach the Pistons.
Well, yeah, I'm sure no one wants to go there now because they're firing everyone after just 1 year. It's like, why would I want to go somewhere where I feel like they're not going to stand behind me?
Yeah. Yeah, that is true. You know, I think there were a lot of questionable decisions he made, but the biggest thing I think is that they hired a new president of basketball operations. And they basically said, like, look, like, this is unacceptable. What's going on here? You can fire anybody. Money's no object. Like, just...
That's crazy.
Whatever needs to happen, like, just make it happen. And so after seeing the Pistons finish 14-68, which is their worst record in franchise history, and then losing a record 28 games in a row, I think they starting after the fourth game of the season until basically Christmas, they didn't win a game.
That is kind of rough.
So I think after seeing all that, I think basically like he had to interview with the new president of basketball operations. Like basically had to re-interview for his own job. Dang. And they were like, no.
Shoot.
So he is
That's
out.
so sad.
Yeah. I don't know how his wife is doing now, but...
It's probably not the, like... I don't know. Like, you're trying to make a living and, like, do good at your job, but, like, he's probably not, like, fully in. Mm-hmm. You know, his mind is probably always, like, half where his wife is and what she's doing and how treatment's going. Yeah.
Well, then don't take the job.
It's fair, I guess. What do they need money? Cancer treatment's expensive.
Well, he's got it now, so...
Yeah, that's true. He did sign that contract, so...
He's got $60 million coming to him. I don't know if he was hurting for money before. I mean, he'd been coaching for a while.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, shoot. I guess he can take those years off if he wants.
Yeah, I wouldn't coach again.
Yeah.
I'd be done. Fair. $78 million just to chill out. To coach for one season, then just sit on the beach for 5.
That's kind of crazy. They wouldn't at least just try to use him for one more. Like, he's already there. You've already agreed to pay him. Mm-hmm. Now you're going to have to agree to pay someone else on top of that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that they were just like, look, something's got to change.
Dang.
Because, I mean, like, yeah, if you're a Pistons fan, I mean, you haven't won more than, like, 20 games in, like, 4 years, basically. Finished towards the bottom of the league every year for the last 4 years.
Oh, that's so crazy.
So, yeah, probably just say forget it. I'm over it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess hard times call for desperate measures. Desperate times call for desperate measures.
Yeah. All right, Evie, messing up the things again?
Sorry, just gotta keep her spirit alive here.
Yeah. So is there anything else? Anything else you saw this week you want to talk about? I'll scroll through the Instagram and see if there's anything else I missed.
I don't believe so. Nothing else that I saw that was super crazy.
Let's see.
Just kind of run-of-the-mill stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Luka's outfits, the Jayson Tatum picture.
Oh yeah,
just kind of
Embiid just fully like trying to recruit Paul George on first day or inside the NBA during the finals.
Oh.
Went on there and he was like, yeah, like I think the Sixers are gonna try and add some pieces this year, and was like looking over Paul George. So
that's crazy.
Definitely tampering. Lock him up.
No!
Take away the Sixers first round pick this year. Another thing, Portugal is like the Euros started this week, I think, and so Portugal is training for the Euros competition. The national team is all together right now. I've seen like 7 videos of like 8 separate guys running onto the pitch and like just running up to Ronaldo and trying to get a picture.
What the heck?
I don't understand. Like, people are just literally, like, sprinting out there when trying to meet Ronaldo goes wrong. Bruh.
That's crazy.
Like, he's running out there. Doesn't even get onto the field, by the way. But look, there's, like, 7 people.
Oh, my gosh.
In this one video, there's, like, 7 people running on the field. And, like, I think he even commented on this, said, I failed, ... People are like, good, you're a loser. And it's true. Like, you're a loser. Like, get over it. And this guy, I think one of these guys, this guy's not him, but one of them literally had like professional football player in their bio and stuff. And it's like, dude, what is wrong with you? Like, grow up.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Making me so mad.
Yeah, why would you? Yeah, maybe They all plan on doing that or something. Oh, there's another one. There's like 3 or 4.
Yeah,
there's
they're like all running past in the
5
background.
people at once.
Yeah, that's just like, dude, like you think you're the main character or what? What's wrong with you?
That's basically it.
Frustrating. But
what can you do?
I don't know. I think that's about it. Got anything else?
I think that about wraps it up.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us for another episode. We're Aaron and Ellie on Kirby Drive.
I've been Ellie.
I've been Aaron. We hope you have a great week. We'll see you next time. Hopefully the Stanley Cup Finals are over by then, so we can talk about it maybe for a little bit. But, you know,
give it our best shot.
We're going to start moving on to the Olympics because we're
so
getting excited about that. We can talk more about horses and equestrian techniques next time.
Yes.
But we'll see you guys then.